Hello and welcome to Post Perspective TV, day 3 of NAB 2023. And we are here with one of our favorite guests, Mac Moore of, now I'm going to say CoreWeave. Welcome, Mac.
That's right, thank you. Great to be here.
Great to have you,
Yeah.
Thank you.
New logo.
New logo,
exciting.
new name, big news. So
Yep.
since we were last with Mac at SIGGRAPH in Vancouver, Conductor Technologies was acquired by CoreWeave, and this is a new exciting world. Can you share a little bit about how this came about and where it's all going?
So we started having some conversations actually at SIGGRAPH last year, and we kind of walked through the back half of 2022 talking a bit about partnerships. So CoreWeave is a specialized cloud provider focused on AI machine learning and media and entertainment.
Neither are hot topics at all.
No,
so.
not a bit. So it was a really interesting set of conversations that led to what I think is a wonderful result on the other side. The fact that they are focused on vertical markets and focused on really integrating well into the solution set that is required for those vertical markets is really what kind of led me to kind of progressing through to where we are today. So now I am running media and entertainment for CoreWeave. They've given me the wheel, and so we're looking at Conductor. We're looking at Conductor in concert with CoreWeave Compute, and I think it's going to be a wonderful result for sure. So,
well, congratulations! We're very happy with this news. And the Conductor branding is staying within the CoreWeave family. Okay.
Correct. So Conductor is now a product within CoreWeave, and I think it makes, it makes a lot of sense for CoreWeave because, as well as Conductor, because we were always at the mercy of compute availability on our other clouds. And we're gonna maintain those relationships. So we're available on the AWS marketplace, on the GCP marketplace. And that has a wealth of opportunity with clients that are focused on those clouds. But being single sourced with CoreWeave and owning compute, some element of compute on the back end, really helps sort of the symbiosis of how we do our business and what we can directly manage to our studios.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's really great.
And focusing on back to Conductor and here at NAB, you've got some news, a new integration, I believe, with Unreal 5.2.
Yeah, that's been great. So as we were getting acquired, Epic reached out about some new technology that they were coming out with. That new technology is called Render Grid. And Render Grid was really purpose-built for broadcast, which is why we decided to kind of co-launch this, or at least announce the private preview availability of this functionality at NAB. So when you look at a broadcast workflow, especially in Engine, there is this growing desire to procedurally generate different scenarios. So think of localization of ad campaigns, or think of Major League Baseball or NFL, where you might have some foundational elements within the broadcast project, but then you want to localize that for the individual teams. And you don't want to have to recreate that project 32 times. You want to be able to kind of spawn that off. And so they were looking for a cloud orchestration partner in that release. So we started building a plugin. So just like Conductor does, we try and remove a lot of the cloud complexity from now the Unreal experience, such that whether in Render Grid or in what probably studio owners typically know, Movie Render Queue, for outputting final 4K, 8K frames from Engine, they can go in and now drive a Conductor plugin. The Conductor plugin will be smart enough where Engine assets are enormous, right? So everything in the world building elements, you don't want to have to upload everything in Engine up to the cloud. And so we've built some intelligent asset delineation where we can say, okay, what's the camera looking at? Within the camera's scene, what assets are critical to that shot? And as the camera pans, how do those assets change? And so we grab those assets, we upload those efficiently and intelligently. And then if you have either Movie Render Queue or Render Grid where you have many shots we will submit all of those shots simultaneously in parallel. So all the Conductor things, the quick turnaround time, increased iterations, that's kind of what it is. So we're previewing that this week. We've had a lot of great feedback so far.
Fantastic. Anything else that you're doing new, focusing on at the show? I think you have some After Effects news.
Yeah, so that was something I think has really been on my to-do list ever since we established the relationship with Maxon.
Right.
Just like
How
Maya
long ago
Nuke,
did that
was back
start?
in 2020. Yep. So we did C4D Redshift, and we have that relationship has certainly blossomed over the few years with our friends at Maxon. But just like a Maya Nuke workflow, there is this desire to take the 3D assets, whether it's motion graphics or particle effects, and move those into the compositing step. And for C4D, that requirement is After Effects.
Right.
So we built a plugin, we built a Windows backend, actually, because we run Linux by default on Conductor. And so now we've created a dual source where we can run Windows workloads,
Or
spin up AE, and take all of those assets that were generated in Cinema 4D and automatically move those to After Effects. And the benefit for Conductor is once they've been rendered on Conductor through Cinema 4D, those assets are in the cloud, so they don't need to be re-established and re-uploaded from After Effects. It's a simple reference. So again, turnaround time, iteration, speed to completion.
the Conductor motto,
Yes.
I believe you said in the
Yes,
past.
without the complexity.
Well, let's look ahead a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to see you again in Los Angeles for SIGGRAPH 2023.
Yep.
Any sneak peeks of what we might be looking forward to, or even just where you think the future road is going? 'Cause there's been big changes
For
and
sure.
exciting times.
Yeah, I think so. I'm 4 months in. I think I'm finally past the triage mode of how it all works together, and we have a plan of attack. So I think without stealing too much of my thunder in August, I think you're going to see a lot of what does a symbiotic relationship between what CoreWeave has to offer and what Conductor has to offer manifest itself in LA.
Okay. Well, we look forward to talking to you
me
again.
Too. Me too.
More exciting news. We'll see where you all are. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming over to visit us. And that's us. Mac and I saying thank you for watching Post Perspective TV.
Take care.